Hello everybody, and welcome back. Omega Given here. Today, we are going to be going over another Fallout commander that I built. Really, this deck is not going to be like my other ones as much, where I have tons of Fallout cards in it. It's really just the commander that's the Fallout card. I think there might have been one or two others. But it's mainly featuring a group hug. Yes, group hug. And kind of a lot of the cards from, I guess, Draconic Descent. If you know that, it's a Baldur's Gate set. I have the deck and I was like, that'd be fun to kind of combine these two together. So it's going to be a goading group hug deck, because we love chaos and we love our opponents fighting each other and not us. So let's get right to it. We're going to go to our desktop view really quick here. This is a group huggy Red Death deck. There's a card in the Fallout card set that is called the Red Death Shipwrecker. Yes, really fun guy. It's a 1 blue, 1 red for tap, go target creature and opponent controls that player draws a card, and you get 1 red mana. And it's a 1/3. So 2 for a 1/3 that has basically a mana dork ability, like just like you get some mana and make your opponent get goading or get goaded. But they get to draw. I guess the downside is like they get a card draw. So that's where it's like group huggy. So it's like, let's lean into this group hug. So it's like, hey, I'm goading your creatures, but I'm doing you a favor by giving you cards. So with that said, we're going to group hug them up a bunch. Of course, here on the right, we have a bunch of lands and everything. But let's go through, and how are we going to use this? We're basically going to goad a ton of stuff. So let's, for one, okay, it's goading, drawing, and what's some other stuff that's in it? Like a little bit of counters, not too much. And just untapping a little bit just so we can tap some more. Kind of that kind of stuff. In the end, of course, how Goad decks oftentimes work, because you want them to narrow down to the last 2 players and basically try to get protected, try to build up a board state while everyone fights each other, and hopefully not get board wiped. Well, if you could do, maybe try to build it back up with good card draw, because this is a very cheap commander. And then you can just like wreck the last person because maybe they don't have that much left. All right, so we got right here just a burn kind of thing. It's just, whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. So we're going to be drawing a lot of cards, so might as well whittle them down a little bit. So this could maybe win you the game just by drawing tons of cards. Because for one, well, it's whenever you draw a card, but there's other cards in this deck that will make it so you draw a card. And other people will draw the cards too. All right, what we got? I got a clone guy. This basically just clones somebody, like another guy or whatever, and also goads their creature. So just get some goad in here. For protection, we got some other guys here. We got to goad some other opponent's control, or goaded creatures, actually. All goaded creatures. They can't block. That's really great there. So basically, when you're goading, makes it so you can attack them for free, which is very nice, because if you're the last 2, even though you're goading your opponent and they have to attack you anyways because you're the last one left, it makes it so they can't block. So this is a really good game ending hit right here if you can get this out at the very end when you're the last 2 people. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, goad target creature and opponent controls. There's a lot of sorceries and a lot of card draw in this deck with sorceries and enchantments and stuff like that. So that's going to give you some pretty good stuff. You're going to be able to goad them, and really, really helpful. We got some nice protection stuff, basically killing stuff, returning stuff to people's hands, protection stuff, make it so they have to pay to protect you. What is this? Basically, if it gets some flash to your spells, so you can maybe be able to pull them out ahead of time. Normal stuff to beef up your commander with Swiftfoot Boots, get some hexproof in there. What's this? This is basically makes it so you can, cast them at flash. So we got 2 flash speed kind of things here. So that's the main things to maybe to get some protection going on. All right, counters. Yes, we want some counters. This is a very subtle under theme in this deck, not too much, because I kind of put that in here because I have another card in here from this guy, Baloth or whatever, because if you can get him up, it kind of automatically goads everything that everybody else has. So if you can get that combo of just him and this guy out and get them up power, basically Baloth's ability makes it so anything that's less power than him, which is very low to start with, so you have to get that up. It's all goaded, and you get treasure tokens for whenever a goaded attacking or blocking creature dies. So if everything's goaded, you just get tons of treasure tokens, and you can use that treasure to get more stuff. Crazy good stuff. So we have that kind of stuff in here. This is all. I think those 2 are found in the Draconic Descent as well as maybe this card too. Death Kiss. What does this one do again? Attacks when your opponent doubles in power. Oh yes. So while you're goading your opponents, you basically are making their guys huge, because they're doubling in power whenever they attack it. So yeah, goading is just enormously powerful. Yeah. So you can also goad when you do monstrosity or whatever. That's pretty nice. All right, so what else do we have? We have some creatures here. Oh, I just threw this guy in here because it's fun. I don't know. I just want to throw him in here. This is the set coming out, and I love just putting some fun theoretical stuff in here. I can't wait till the set comes out. This is my next go-to set whenever it comes out. What is it? Burrow something or Marn Burrow? I can't remember the name of it, but it'll be fun. It's basically based around little critters. It's fun. All right, so he's just in there. Basically, he gets a whole bunch of +1 counters if you cast spells, which you're going to be casting spells with this deck. I put this guy in here. This is the command. This is one of the default commanders for the Draconic Descent thing, which basically makes it so you goad creatures whenever a dragon attacks. There's not too many dragons in this deck, only a few. So that won't be hitting off too many times. But whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponents, if that creature had attacked this turn, you put a +1 counter on him. So it kind of helps just getting him up a little bit too, and just gets a card draw. So he's just like kind of a decent kind of like flying haste attack a little bit. So hopefully this guy can get big and later game when you're down to the last person. And we do that stuff. Over on the right here, we just have a bunch of ramps. So we're going to forget the ramp. Some of it's a group huggy ramp, like this. I threw in this thing. Basically, everybody can play extra land on their turn. This is where the group hug falls in. Whenever any player taps a land, it produces additional land. So just stuff like this will help just like make it so people like you and they don't want to take you out. So it leaves you in for the until the end. Oh, this is a fun one. I found this card earlier and I'm like, this is kind of fun. Whenever an opponent taps an artifact from mana, gain control of that artifact until the end of your next turn. So basically, if they can get some soul rings out and stuff, which I think you can see a soul ring featured in the card, it's kind of hard to see. Sorry, it's my picture's covering it. You basically get to take their soul ring and get tons of mana, like because you get all their I guess artifacts and stuff. So that's fun. All right, let's go back up. What do we have here? We already went over those guys. We got this dude. Basically, oh yeah, that's another under theme I threw in this deck is like casting off of the top of libraries a little bit. So we can do that, and I don't know, just gonna helps us do some stuff. Actually, to be honest, you'll probably be gaining a lot of mana. I play tested this a little bit, and you'll probably be getting lots of mana because you're for one, you have a mana dork as a commander, and two, it's just drawing cards to be able to put out mana. So like whenever you draw cards, that solves your solution to most mana like blocking things, because you can draw into a land or into some kind of like what do you call this, ramp artifact of some sort. So yeah, that kind of helps. And then we have tons of draw cards, yes, because we like drawing, so we're copying cards, we're drawing stuff, and yeah, we're making other people draw. And this is where the group hug kind of comes in. It's really fun, just like letting other people draw and you draw. And of course, you get to just do crazy fun stuff with it. I put Jason here. I put this one here where everyone gets an extra draw per turn. So this is where it's just fun. You let people have fun drawing cards. Niv Mizzet's also good. Whenever you draw a card, it deals 1 damage to any target. So yeah, we're dealing damage there as well, which is pretty helpful. And of course, whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, you draw a card. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff there. That'll be fun. All right, what else do we have? We got this Temple Belt, awesome group huggy card. We got Thassa's Oracle. That just makes us so you can get some more cards up and draw. You know, Wand of Wonder, basically do the same thing, basic cast from the top of your library. And some other stuff. I don't know if we want to go through too many of these, but pretty fun stuff. Whenever you get to draw cards, whenever people cast multicolor spells, lots of commander decks are multicolor, so you know that helps. Removal, yes, you need to get some protection here. So I threw a ton of removal in here, and also this is a little bit of a goad thing. Chaos Warp, you can Chaos Warp your enemies or yourself. I've actually playtested that and saw that helps this deck a little bit by warping yourself in. Some of these are expensive cards. If you have them, you have them. If you don't, you don't. Goading all the opponent's creatures, you know, just lightning strike them, goad them up, and get them buffs or something like that. Just fun stuff like that. Yeah, and there's one of our other dragons. You just gotta throw that in there for fun. Oh yeah, there's another one, guy. This goads one of your enemies and gives them a little bit of rad counters and stuff. Some fun stuff like that. Struggle for Project Purity. This is really good for just getting more card draw. Basically, everybody gets to choose to draw, and then you draw for all the people that chose to draw. So it helps you get like 3 cards, and they get 1. So it's kind of nice if everyone draws at least. So this kind of helps. Enchant creature and enchant creature is goaded. Rad Storm just for fun. It proliferate. I actually, now that I built this whole deck out, I might take this card away. I might interchange it. But yeah, that's basically the deck. We have a couple of other just helpful things here. Maybe get some other creatures in here and get some untapping going on to be able to use your commander a little bit more. But yeah, that's basically the deck. Really fun concept. And it's also putting to use a card that like It's dirt cheap, and it's kind of fun to just like, you know, get a mana dork that kind of does some fun stuff. Legendary creature, it's a crab. So I could also make a crab deck out of this. Maybe I should do that next. I don't know. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. And if you want to keep seeing more of these things happen, maybe you should help by buying stuff from our sponsor, which is myself. You can go to our what do you call it? Our Etsy page, and we sell these cool Magic the Gathering Commander deck boxes that have, well, these ones, I don't know if I've listed them yet as of making this video, but they're pretty cool. You can get some of these things, or you can have these symbol things that go on the side. Like they're magnetically inserted in, so it's really cool. And you can go buy those, and you can interchange out some cool stuff for your deck. So it's really built for people that want to build decks all the time, and they have to change out their decks a little bit because they like to change out their decks. So maybe you might change out a whole color of your deck, and that'll be where this comes in, where you can actually change out the colors on the fly. Yeah, because it's all magnetically inserted in. So yeah, go check that out. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.